Hey, welcome to Rusty Bow. Today I'm looking to get this billet up to 64 layers, but actually 65 because I'm going to add a high carbon cookie. These are pieces of high carbon steel. I've cut them off of a leaf spring, and I usually try to feed something into every folding, but for whatever reason I didn't with this billet yet, but I'm going to today. And the main reason for adding a high carbon cookie to the fold is to help get the carbon content up, because when you're doing welding, you're putting your steel above critical temperature, and that's where carbon loss starts to take place. That's where the diffusion from higher to lower carbon is going on, and so that can happen through scaling or from having too much exposure to oxygen, which I try to control, but I can't guarantee. And so I add one of these just to hedge, and it helps. I have gone higher layer content, had good hardened steel, almond and all that, but I hedge because there's always going to be some carbon loss, and I mean, even using flux, but I use sand flux, and it's really quite good, but I always hedge. So high carbon cookie, fold it in, that helps. So okay, so again, I'm going to try to take it up to 165 layers today, and that's pretty much my goal today, aside of any other fun stuff I can think of to do. So let's get started. Okay, one billet, one cookie. Hey, thanks for hanging out. I did get 64 layers, and I'm not sure exactly where I'm going with it yet, going forward with it, because I got a couple more leaf springs, and I want to bulk this up, and I really don't want to layer it up too much more. I mean, I might do another full double it or something. That'd be fine. I don't need this to be a ton of folds like I've done before. I just need it to be a good sword, and I want it to be at least a wakizashi, so it is going to need to bulk up a bit. And I also have to resume work on the Queen's knife remake, or Tanto remake, because her first version I broke. I broke a big chunk out of it testing on something I shouldn't have, and I had to cut it, sand it back and requench it, and that put 3 cracks in it. So that's no good, and I don't want her having that. She still thinks it looks pretty. I don't. So I'm going to make her another one out of that 6-fold billet that I did before I started this. And so that's kind of what's on deck. And I also have my neighbor Seth's Indonesian fighting weapon. It's not really a blade, but it's steel. So I got to finish that up too. So at any rate, I might do some archery or something now. You're welcome to stick around. I may get in some axe throwing too in a bit. But if not, I will see you on this other side of this week. Stay well. Be good. Hey, it's a beautiful day, except for it being 32 degrees. A little cold, but we're going to get a little bit of crossbow action in. Hang on. Okay, crossbow about 20 yards. See, I'm a good archer once in a while. And just a quick note on the wakizashi I've been working on the fittings for. This is the 514 layer wakizashi, which I have decided to call the beggar's sword because it is functional, it cuts nice and everything, but the craftsmanship is not particularly great. So it's adequate, but it's still a learning sword. So yeah, it's the beggar's sword. But I have been adding some copper work, such as it is. It's getting there, but it's still got a ways to go. I think I'm ready to put the ray skin on, and I have some Ito coming in from Japan actually in a few weeks, so we'll see how that goes.